Beshem Hashem Naseh V'Naseach. Be'ezrat Hashem, we're going to learn about Hanukkah tonight. We're going to learn about the Sipur Maaseh Yehudit. As we know, Yehudit was one of the Yehudim, one of the Hashmonaim that went, and she was so brave, and she showed bravery against these Romans, the Greeks, the Greeks, and did a lot of damage to their leadership. So we're going to read what exactly happened. Vahi bimei Aliforni melech Yavan. It was in the times of Aliforni, the king of Greek. Melech gadol v'chazak. That he was a very powerful, influential king. Vehu kavash medinot labot umelachim hachazagim ve'echriv tirutam ve'rechatam sarach ba'esh. And that he was able to capture a lot of cities. He was able to overcome a lot of kings, great kings, and to put their kingdom and palace into fire, burning them and becoming victorious. Bishanat Eser Shanim lemalchut Sam Panav lehalot ulichposh Yerushalayim el hakodesh. When he was into 12th year of his kingdom, he thought about capturing Yerushalayim. You know, back then, capturing Yerushalayim was a very big deal. וَقِبَسْ 120,000 شُلْفِי خَرَب ו92,000 בעלי חיסים. And he gathered together a big army of 120,000 of those soldiers who were expert with sword, and 20,000 of spears and these arrow soldiers who knew how to, shoot arrows. ויאמר המלך עליהם, and he told them, הנה עם בני ישראל אשר בירושלים משונים בדתיהם ואין דתי המלך אינם עושים. That really these Yehudim are different than other people, nations, and they don't do what their kings tell them to do. They follow their own routine, their own religion. Hayot beghirba velo yamish merchova toch mirma. Ata qumu venale aleha leminchama velo yizacher Shem Yisrael. And he said, now we need to go and fight with them. But it can't be mirma. It can't be, maybe means, it can't be, you can't take it as a joke. This is something very serious. You cannot be a hypocrite. You need to be focused on your, goal. And we need to go fight with them to the so much that there should not be any memory, lo alenu, should not be any memory of any Jews left. ויען מלך אחד אשר היה כבוש תחת ידו במלחמה ויאמר לו. And he took one of these people that he captured during these wars that he had, and he told him, חדל לך המלך מאלוקי עולם אלוקי ישראל אלוקי האלוקים השם גיבור מלחמה מושל בגבורתו עולם אינם בגויים תספניה הסוררים להילחם עם עמו ונחלתו לא ימת לא עוד אלא שכל אומות העולם נראה נוכרים וישראל הם עם גרובו. So he inquired from one of the Yehudim that he captured, right? Tell me, what is the secret of your nation? And he said, look, my nation, right, is different than other nations, right? Almighty Hashem is in charge, and Hashem deals with us different than other nations, and Hashem wages the wars for us, Not only that, Shekol Omot Haolam Nigran Nochrim, that all other nations are called Nochrim, Gentiles, right? That they are strangers, right, to Hashem. Israel Hem Ha'am Keruvo, and the Jewish nation is the nation that is like relative, Qarov, right? Very close to Hashem, very friendly. ומי ייגש וירעב את ליבו להילחם עמם, לך ויתבונן במלכים הראשונים. And whoever wants to go and mess with Yehudim, go ahead and see what has happened in the history. Go see what the history tells about other nations who try to wage war against Yehudim. Right? Nesach Israel is the name of Hashem. Is another way of is another title of Am Israel, that we are Nesach, that we're gonna forever live. Right? Right? Go ahead and see what happened in the past. She'avru al hapashto yedeihem beIsrael ma alta bahem. Let's go see what happened to them. You wanna wage war against them? Kemo Paro, for example, Paro, right? Paro was the mighty king back then. He had a very powerful army, and back then Egypt was considered like United States of these nowadays, right? And nevertheless, they lost everything, as we know. And Sancheriv captured the whole world, almost the whole world. And Hashem punished him very much. And other kings. Navol tibol ata v'chol ha'am asher be'ragdecha lo tochal leilachem be'Israel. Now you and all your soldiers, you cannot win over this nation. This Yehudi told them. Halo hema hagiburim asher me'olam anshe Shem. That they are giburim, they are anshe Shem. They have the name of Hashem on them. They are known not based on their armies, intelligence, or the power of their weaponaries. No, they are known because Hashem is in charge. Vayikishmoa Alifoni Amelech, when the king Alifoni heard this, Et Divrei Hamelech Hahu. Oh, sorry, this wasn't an ordinary person. This was another Melech, this was another king that he was talking to him, and he was telling him, look, don't mess with Jews. ויתחוס המלך מאוד לחמתו בערה בו לאמור מי זה ואיזה הוא אשר מלאו ליבו לאמור כי עם בני ישראל רע ועשו ממני. What are you talking about? What is this that you're saying? Who is this that is saying these words? Right? That the Jewish nation is stronger than me. ואשר כוח בהם לעמוד בפני חיילי הרבים ככל חיים, and they can stand against my soldiers, that my soldiers are so numerous like the sand of the sea. Right? ומי בכל אלוקי ארצות אשר הסילו את ארצם מידי כי יסין השם את ירושלים מידי. How is it possible? Nobody can stand against me. I have captured so many lands, right? Nobody can stand against me. Even the Hashem, right, of Yerushalayim, right, against me. Vayicharapo me'od, and became very angry, right? Vayisav liyaser et hamelech hahu bishfatim gedolim. כי דיבר שרה על אוסם חילותיו לאמור כי יעצמו כוח בפני עם בני ישראל. ויסב המלך לאנשי הסבא לאסרו בנחושים ולהולכים את מחנה הרביעים לירושלים כאף ובחמה. So he instructed that this Melech be punished, right, with very Shefatim Gedolim, very painful, Sarah, with a very painful way, perhaps killing him. This was the Melech that he captured, and he asked him, "What do you know about these Jews?" And this is what he said. He wasn't the Jewish king. Does it say Jewish king? One second. ויאמר לו חדר לך המלך מאלוקי עולם אלוקי ישראל ויען מלך אחד אשר היה כבוש תחת ידו במלחמה ויאמר לו. It's not clear. Yeah, doesn't seem to be a Yehudi. But it's amazing how spoke about Jews. Right. ויחר אפו מאוד ויסר. So we said that. So he became very angry. Then this Melech instructed his soldiers, right, to get ready to go towards Jerusalem. Right. Kava ye'aseh la'ish asher diber tov al Israel. And he announced, this is what happens to a person who talks good about the Yehudim. Qum lech itam v'haya be'avnei et Israel tipol gam atar kemohem כנפול בני עוולה וירחו אותו עבודה ויביאו אותו מחנה ישראל פתח שער ירושלים וישובו את אדוניהם. Oh, my mistake. They didn't kill him. They give him big kotak, torture, and then sent him. This king told them, go to your nation or whatever, go to them, maybe he was Jewish, and tell them this is what happens, right, to a person who talks positively against Elokei Israel. והמלך בא ברחובות ירושלים אסור בחבלי ברזל וימצא שם שרי סבקות ישראל. So this Melech, right, walked towards Jerusalem, right, and with xavle barzel, right, not sure what that is exactly. Xavle barzel, something iron. Maybe they put these iron balls against his feet, or maybe. And over there he found a Jewish general of army, Uziyahu ben Micha'ah Becharmi. That was his name. ויתמהו איש אל אחיו וישאלו את פיו ויתמהו איש אל אחיו. And this person became happy of seeing his brother. וישאלו את פיו ויספר להם את כל אשר גרהו. He asked him, he inquired him, how you doing? And he said, this is what all happened to me. He said over about this king and what his plan is. על פי דיבר טוב על השם ועל ישראל עמו אשר ציווה המלך למסור אותו ביד ישראל להמיתו בחרב והריג חרבו בישראל. ואשר אמר אדוף אסתיג הריג חרבו תרשמו ידי. בחרב מרדות אלוקים חיים לאמור מי בכל אלוקי הארצות אשר הסיל את ארצו מידי כי עשה שלום. And they said over, this king, I spoke about Yehudim, that nobody can stand against the king, against Hashem, and he said, no, I'm so powerful, nobody can overcome me, and he wants to come towards Jerusalem. When they heard these words of this king, the Jewish king, of what happened to him, Ra'ada akhsatam sham khil kayolda v'yavo et mitqaddesh Hashem ve'ishtachavu laHashem bichli ubesa'aqa gedola umara lemor Hashem Elokei Israel yoshev hakeruvim. And they made the announcement, Hashem Elokei Israel yoshev hakeruvim. Hashem, the king of Israel, the king of Jewish nation, he sits a cherubim on top of the cherubim, and there was HaKadosh Baruch Hu had rahamim and mercy that our king is still alive. That Hashem is the only Almighty, who is in charge of all other nations. Ata asita et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. So they praising Hashem. Hashem, you created the whole universe, the skies and the land. Hateh Hashem uznecha v'shama Hashem. Please open your eyes and hear. Pekach enecha ure'eh u'shema divrei aliforni asher cheref ma'arechot Elokim chayim u'melech olam. Hashem, open your eyes in a way, in a respectful way, and see and hear what this low-life king is planning against us. Right? Omnam Hashem hechrivu malache Ashur et hagoyim. Hashem, you sent the kings of Ashur, right, against the Goyim, the Gentiles. Ve'et arsam ve'natenu et Elohem ba'esh. You send these enemies against that enemies, right? And you put you put their whole kingdom, right? Destroy them with fire. Ki lo Elokim hema ki ma'aseh yad adam es va'even va'avdum. Really, right? We are nobody. We are stone and wood. Right? Shalom, 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 shalom. Right? We are nobody, and you can destroy anyone that you desire. Ba'ata Hashem Elokeinu hoshienu nam yado. Hashem, our Creator, please save us from His hand. So this is the prayer. They gave a whole prayer. Shefo chamatecha lagoyim. Hashem, please, instead of being angry at us, be angry at our enemies and the Gentiles. Asher lo yeda'ucha, that they don't know you. Ve'alam mamlachot asher b'shimcha lo garau, that they do not mention you in their kingdom. Ki lo ta'azov habotchim b'shimcha, that those who have their hope to you, those that hope to you, Hashem, don't leave them alone. V'chi tashpil hagever asher uftach ba'adam ubegurat hasus yiftach, that Hashem, these guys, they're hoping that their horses guide them, help them, or their weaponaries. Our only hope is you. As they were saying tefillah to Hashem, ניחמו את המלך ההוא וידברו את ליבו לאמור, השם אלוקינו ואלוקי אבותינו אשר הודעת את שמו ואת גבורתו יהיה מגן עוזך. This melech that was tortured by this king, by this Gentile king, right? This general, he said, no, he was a king. Aliforni Melech Yavan, the Melech, the Greek Melech. So he said, Hashem, Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avotenu, our Creator and the Creator of our forefathers, that you have revealed to us your name and your strength, that you're going to be protecting us and our children. Vehu yar'eka et maflet hayovev ra'a hazeh binchos Hashem Elokeinu negam nigmat ben Israel. Hashem, please go ahead and take revenge, against them. Vehi Hashem imecha veitanu teshev batov einecha. Hashem is going to be with you. The king is talking, the Jewish king is talking to his nation. Uva uzayahu v'chibelu betenu. And Hashem will come to our hand, to our help. And Hashem is going to accept us in His home. In other words, we see whenever there is decrease, the decrease happen because of our wrongdoings. Ve'aslo mishte gadol, and he made a big seudah hoda because he was saved. ואחר כך נתקבצו כל העם, and after that he gathered together the whole nation. והתפללו כל הלילה, and the whole night they prayed. שואלים עזר מאת השם, asking for Hashem's help. ויהי ממחרת היום, it was tomorrow, the next day, right? סיבה אליפורני לעלות למלחמה עליהם. So this Greek king, right, summoned his army and he said, let's go ahead and wage war against Jews. והעם הרגלים אנשי חיל היו 120,000 איש והפרשים י"ב אלפים, as we said, 120,000 and 12,000 of special forces. Right. נתקבצו יחדיו בכוח, they all got together with כוח גדול, with a lot of strength, וביד חזקה, and with outstretched arm, נגד בני ישראל, against בני ישראל. וכאשר ראו בני ישראל את ריבוים, ישבו על הארץ, ויעלו עפר על ראשם, ויצעקו בני ישראל להשם. As the Jewish nation saw this mighty army, right, surrounding or coming towards them, they fell down to the floor and they put dirt, dust, right, onto their heads, and they screamed to Hashem, Lehoshia miyad oyevehem, to ask Hashem, please rescue us against this enemy. ויכו את כלי זניהם וישבו בדרכים השרים אשר בהם נתיב ההר וישמרו אותם יומם ולילה. And they went, they positioned with whatever weapons they had. אליפוני ולכתו סביב ההר מסעה סידוני המים אשר חוץ לעיר. So this king, he found a source of water outside of the city. ויסב לתלוש ולנטוס להעביד ולהכרוס אותם. So he commanded, go ahead and stop this river or whatever source of water that was going to Jerusalem. ויבואו חיילי הצבא אל המלך לאמור לו, כי בני ישראל אינו בוטחים לו בחנית ולא בכיסים ולא ברשת. אפס ההרים וההרים וכל הגבעות מחזירים אותם. So the army came back to them and said, look, these Bnei Israel, right, they are not hopeful. Right? They don't have any strong weaponries. They don't have any, right, like arrows. They don't have any, mountains or alleys protecting them. ועתה למען תוכל להם בלי מרכבה מלחמה. Why you wanna do this? Why you wanna overcome them, right, with closing this source of water? Just go ahead, let's go and capture this all. Why you wanna do this? سوم تستیم شمریم المقور هماییم لبیتی یخلو لعلوت معیم مهما اتامید اوتام و سما میکله خرب او ایمسرو لخا ات حییر میپنه اسما. Why you want to do this? You want to make it that this city, right, is a small city, Jerusalem, be captured, that people became so thirsty that they couldn't defend themselves. Just go ahead, let us move in and finish. And this advice came good in his eyes. Right? וישם מסביב שרי מאות על מחורו מים. Right? And so he said, don't close the water. ויהי כ20 יום אחרי, right, יוכלו לעלות מים מהמה ותמיד אותם ושמה מבני חלב. Oh, no, opposite. Right? He said, so, שום תשים שומרים על מקורה מים לבלתי יוכלו לעלות מים מהמה ותמיד אותם ושמה no, opposite. I read this wrong. So they said, yes, let's close the water. Right? They are not mighty. This could be very easy. Right? They're not going to get the water. Right? They're going to become very thirsty and we can easily go and capture them. ויהי כ20 יום אחרי שמה ממשמרה זאת נטמעתו המים מהבורות ומהפלגים לכל יושבי ירושלים וישמח העם למים. So 20 days has passed from this, and the water of the wells and other water storages that they had in Jerusalem, right, finished. ויעשו בני ישראל את עוזיהו, and they came to Uzziyahu. Jews came to Uzziyahu. כל האנשים והנשים, all the men and the women, בחורים ונערים יחד, right, all the youngs, כולם פה אחד לאמור, ישפוט אלוקים בעינינו בעיניך, כי הראות לנו ומענת לענות מפני המלך. So Hashem, please judge us between us, right? We and you. What can we do? Right? What can we possibly do and ask from Melech? How can Hashem answer our prayers? Hashem, this way you're giving us to them. So we won't have any problem. We can't do nothing now. ועתה נמסור עצמנו בלב שלם למלך. הלא טוב לנו לעבור להשם והיינו עבדים לפורני ממותנו בשמה ומהיותו דררון לאכול בשר באורנו בנינו ובנותינו מתים לפניך. So they talking to Hashem in a way of talking to the king. Hashem, you want us to die in front of this king, our kids and everyone. מעידים אנחנו היום, Hashem. We testify to you, Hashem. Now we take as a testimony from Shamayim and Ares, ואת אלוקי אבותינו, and the father and the creator of our fathers, הפוקד עלינו כפי עוונותינו. They are making teshuvah, הקדוש ברוך הוא. We are sorry about our sins. כי תמסרו תקף ומידי את העיר ביד חיל היורד ונמות מחרב לפי חרב. At any second this enemy can come and capture us and kill all of us with their sword. ויהי כשומעם את הסגת בני ישראל כל שרי צבאות ישראל. When all the Jewish generals heard these screams, צעקו צעקה גדולה ומרה ויבכו בכי גדול תוך ההיכל. They all cried, very bitter cry. ויתעסקו את השם כל אחד לאמור חטאנו עם אבותינו. And all the generals, everyone together with them, they all cried, we made mistakes together with our fathers. הבינו אישנו אלוקים אל דמלך אל תחרש ואל תשחט אל כי הנה אויביך יחמיון לשנאך נשאו ראש על עמך ירימו סוד ויעשו על צפונייך. אמרו לכו ונחרים מגוב ולא יזרחו שם אלוקים עוד. הקדוש ברוך הוא, save us. Don't allow them to wipe us our name. Right? Asher Amru Ninshalanu et Ne'um, because your name is on us. Save us because of yourself. Ki nu'asu lev yachtav alecha berit yichretu. That if something happens to us, what about the covenant that you made with us? You made a covenant with Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, right? Kechol hayam, right? What about that? Anah akel av arachman, chamol al amecha v'al nachalotecha v'al timso bene beritecha ben hamim asher lo yedaucha. Lama yomeru agoim aye Elokehem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, have your rachamim. Don't allow this nation to come and take away your portion. Don't allow the covenant that you have between us be destroyed. Right? What is going to happen? The nations will say, right? Where is their God?
You didn't help them.
Didn't help them. וברוב גאונך תערוץ חמך עשה לך כי סייעתו כיבים מנחם ראשון נשמדו בעיני דואר חיו נאמר לעמל שתנו לבדו כרוב ועזנו וכזב וזמנם כל. So all of these prayers, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for your own sake save us. We made mistakes. Repenting. וכאשר קלו כל סעקתו וכבי ובכי, as all these screams and the cry went on, قام عزیהו ועיניו זולقות דמעות ועמל עליהם. So Uzziyahu, the Jewish king, stood up while crying and told them, חזקו ועמס לבבכם אחי. חזקו, be strengthen, be strong, my brothers. ונקווה חסד מהשם, and be hopeful of Hashem's kindness. עוד 5 ימים אולי ישוב חרון אף השם וייתן כבוד לשמו. Perhaps 5 ימים, in next 5 days, HaKadosh Baruch Hu's anger will become no more. ואם אחרי 5 ימים לא יושיע השם לנו נעשה כאשר דיברתם. And if within 5 days HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't save us, Naaseh will do that which I told you. In other words, you have to go and see what we can do. Right? Yes. Okay. Sure. So the king said, correction, after 5 days we're going to surrender, not we're going to war. He said, we wait another 5 days. The Jewish king said, we wait another 5 days.
And then? If
Hashem helps us, good. If not, we're going to surrender. We're going to let them capture the whole city. So, ויהי כשמוע את הדברים האלה יהודית האלמנה בת בארי, והיא הייתה יראת השם מאוד. As these words were going around, that the Jewish king said, we're going to surrender in 5 days. Yehudit, who was a widow, and she was a Yareh Shamayim, she had fear of Hashem. So she heard all these conversations, and she had a room in her house that was exclusively for tefillah, with other girls, and she would pray and fast many days of her life. Not only that, she was very beautiful lady, Yehudit. That ותהי יהודית נושאת חן בעיני כל רואיה כי הייתה יראת את השם. And whoever would see her would find chen. Chen is not like would find so much she would find so much respect in the eyes of people because of her beauty and the true beauty, which was she was God-fearing person. وی کشه شما کی دیبر اوزیاهو لیمسور اتایر آخر خمیشا یامین. After she heard that after 5 days she's going to the king is going to surrender the whole country, the whole city. Shar khadiqro et kohanim. So she sent to the kohanim, right? Batomer aleim Yehudit, and Yehudit told them, what is this? Surrender. Why should we surrender against the enemy? That if within 5 days, if no Yeshua comes, we should surrender. Umi atem ki nisetem et Hashem. Who are you to give time to Hashem? Right? Why the king is saying 5 days? Maybe Hashem wants us, like Nachshon bin Aminadab, that we should go and wage war and we become victorious. Right? Ha'efes nenesa chasto ki samtem gevur lachasadav. Hashem's chesed, kindness have limits, that we're limiting him with 5 days. Right? That we want him to help us within 5 days, and if not now, Khalila lastor machare Hashem. It's chas v'shalom is asur, that which the king is doing. Right?
I remember this. She makes.
So she was against all this plan. Right? Va'ata lechu v'nashu et Hashem ki eres hapim hu v'nishala mimenu selicha v'kapara al ze havon b'bechi u'besom ve'el Elokeinu ki yarbed listoach. So she says, we cannot limit Hashem. We need to continue praying. We need to ask for forgiveness, for selicha and kapara, and we need to fast. And it's the time of Sarah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save us just like how HaKadosh Baruch Hu saved Yaakov Avinu. וכאשר ננעלה נפשה מפני זדונם כי נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך כי לא ירשענו כאבותינו אשר עזבו ויqטלו לאלוקים אחרים וכן ועל כן נמסרו לחרב ולשלח חרבה ואנחנו לא נראה כי אחרי זולתי אלוקינו אין עוד מלבדו. But really we need to be hopeful to Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to destroy this wickedness, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to take this sword of the Goyim against them, right? And then we will know En Od Minevado, there is nobody but Hashem. Vehu yidrosh damenu miyad ramenu leman kevod shemo. And this is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to show us, his kavod. So va'ata achai, so she went on to say, he told the Kohanim, right, that Jewish nation are depending to you. You need to give them chizuk, encouragement. Right? Tell them what our fathers were promised and how our fathers saw miracles after miracles. ואתם תאמרו עליהם כי אברהם אבינו עמד בנושאנו של מרום והשם אהבו. That Abraham Avinu had tests and Hashem loved him, showed him his love. And also the Yitzchak Avinu, Yaakov Avinu, Moshe Rabbeinu, all the Avot, they had all Yisurin. וכל מי שלא עמד בניסיון ביראת השם והתלוננו לפני השם, and whoever doesn't stand against Nisayon, doesn't take the Nisayon and deal with it, Nikfu lifnei hamashchit v'yamut b'makkah hanechashim. Lo alenu, that person is going to be punished. He's going to die with the makkah of nechashim. ועתה התבוננו וראו כי כאשר יעשה איש בית בנו Hashem Elokeinu, and now you need to concentrate and understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save his child. ולמוות לא נתננו, and Hashem will not bring death to us. בעבור, for what reason? בעבור שמו הגדול והנורא, because of his great name. Right. So this concludes part 1 of the story of Yehudit. Be'ezrat Hashem, we continue with this wonderful Hanukkah story.
But also in this story we learn